Okay, today we are doing Daf Nun Amud Aleph. We're finishing the Perek of El Evrim. Starting about the top of the Daf Nun Amud Aleph. So now we finished speaking about, we just finished speaking about the shear of meat that was taken outside Yerushalayim, how much meat that was taken out, they have to go back or not. We had a machlekes, if it's a kabetzo, if it's a kazais. So now they're speaking about Yerushalayim, so the Gemara goes a bit off topic, and we're going to speak about Yerushalayim when Mashiach comes. Says the Gemara, it's second line, third line from the top. Says in the passing is Chai, when Mashiach comes, there won't be the light that is Yukaris and Kfoin. What does that mean? My Yukaris says, ask the Gemara, my Yukaris Kfoin. What does it mean? There won't be the light that's Yukarin and Kfoin. What does that mean? What do the words Yukarin and Kfoin mean? Amr Belezer says, Ze la'od she Yokar ve'el mazeh v'kofoi le'el mabah. It's speaking of the light that's Yukarin. Yukarin comes from the Lashon of Yokar, means it's there, meaning in Galus we think this light is very big. When Mashiach comes, it's going to be Kfoin. Kfoin means weak. So it's saying that when Mashiach comes, then when Mashiach comes, then the light that we have now, meaning the light of the sun, or it goes on also on Gila Lakus, the Gila Lakus we have now, when Mashiach comes, is going to be cheap, meaning it's going to be nothing compared to what the light is going to be when Mashiach comes. That's one opinion. Another opinion is Rabbi Yechon says the pasuk is referring to Elon the Goyim Va'alis. Rabbi says this refers to not physical light and not spiritual light, refers to Torah, that you have parts of Torah that nowadays are very expensive. What does it mean? They're very hard to understand, which that's regarding to the dinim of Tzoras and the dinim of Tumah, which are very hard to understand. So nowadays it's very hard for us to understand them. When Mashiach comes, this Torah, which is Yukarim, which is hard to understand now, is going to be Kfuim Heim La'il Mabah. When Mashiach comes, they're going to be easy to understand because we're going to have much more knowledge. Like the Rambam says, Kimala Har is there, Hashem, that we're going to have much more knowledge in Torah. So therefore, when Mashiach comes, it's going to be much easier to understand. A third parish is Rabbi Shua ben Levi Amar. Rabbi Shua ben Levi says, Elu bnei Adam. These are the people Sheikarim Heim Be'el Mazeh, which in Galus, there's some people which we think are very big, are very expensive, which people have a lot of money, which we respect them. But when Mashiach comes, when Mashiach comes, they're going to be, since physicality and money is going to be, everyone's going to have money. So then rich people aren't going to be respected anymore. So therefore, they're going to be they're going to be cheap, or they're going to be easy or regular when Mashiach comes. Kiha, like Mar brings a story to demonstrate this. Kiha, the Rav Yosef, Breder B'Shua Malevi, the son of B'Shua Malevi, I'm sorry, I don't know what happened. The connection went down. So I know we're speaking about that Rabbi Yosef had fainted and he went Lamaila, went to Lamhaba, and then when he woke up, they asked him, "What did you see up there?" So he said, "I saw a opposite world." What does it mean, the opposite world? The people which in Elam Haza are the higher ranked people. The people which in Elam Haza are rich people. Lamata means they're down here, they're rich. When it comes to Elam Haba, they are much more respected. When it comes to Elam Haba, they're much higher Elam Haba. And the people which in Elam Haza are very poor, or the very simple people, when it comes to Lamaila, when it comes to Gan Eden, the other around, they are the most respected. That's why he says Elam Haba is a opposite world in Elam Haza. In Elam Haza, the rich people are respected, the poor people or the Talmid Chacham people who don't work are not respected. And when it comes to when in Elam Haba, I saw the other way around, that the rich people have since they didn't do a lot of Torah mitzvahs, they are less respected, but the poor people or the people who learn a lot of Torah have much higher Elam Haba. So on my lay, so Bishua ibn Levi told him, B'ni Elam Barari, so you didn't see an opposite world, you saw a clear world. This is the real mitzvahs, this is the real definition. And he said, I saw opposite world. But he's telling him, you didn't see an opposite world, you saw a clear, the true world. So he asked him, they asked him, ask Talmid Chachamim, meaning people who learn Torah the whole day. Where were we? When you went up there, where were the Talmid Chachamim? So he answered them, Rabbi Yosef answered them, just like now in Elam Haza, just like in this world, we are the Talmid Chacham are respected. So too in Elam Haba they are also respected, meaning that the status of Talmid Chacham doesn't change in Elam Haza than it changes in Elam Haba. And the Rabbi Yosef continues his description of what happened in Elam Haba. I heard that they were saying, praises the one who comes to Elam Haba, and he has his Talmud, he has his learning in his hand. Meaning, if you come to Elam Haba without any Torah, so then you're not going to get Elam Haba. When you come to Elam Haba, praises the one who comes to Elam Haba with Torah. I also heard that they were saying, the people who were killed, the Harugei Malchus, they have a special place in Elam Haba. No one can stand there where they are. I mean, they have the greatest Elam Haba. Which Harugei Malchus are we talking about? Ask the Gemara, Maninu, who are the Harugei Malchus? Who are these people who have the highest Elam Haba? Who are the people who have the highest Elam Haba? So answer the Gemara, if you're talking about Rebbe Akiva, if you're talking about Rebbe Akiva and his friends, what we call the Asar Harugei Malchus. So if you're speaking about them, Mishum Harugei Malchus, you tell me they only get the Elam Haba for being killed at Kiddush Hashem. These people were huge terror giants even before they were killed at Kiddush Hashem. So you can't say the only schar is that they were killed at Kiddush Hashem, because they have other advantages that they have on their backs, that they were big Talmid Chachamim. Allah Harugei Lut, so it's referring to the Harugei Lut. The Harugei Lut, it's a story that's brought down in the time of the Romans, were destroying the second Beis Hamikdash. So the Caesar's, the emperor's daughter was found killed, and they blamed it on the Yidden. And he said he's going to wipe out the whole Jewish nation, and unless the Jewish nation comes up with the murderer of the king's daughter. So there were two brothers in Lut who, even though they didn't kill the daughter, the king's daughter, they stepped up and they lied and they said that we killed the daughter, and through that they saved the whole Jewish nation. So these people weren't big terror giants, but on the other hand, they were killed at Kiddush Hashem, and that's what he said when Rabbi Yosef said when he went to Elam Haba. He saw the Malachim were saying that the Harugei Malchus, the people who were killed by the kingdom, have the biggest Elam Haba. Says the Gemara further, it says in the pasuk in Zechariah, it says when Mashiach comes, then the Metzilas Hasus, we're going to explain what that means in a second, would be holy to Hashem. Something got to do with a horse, or the ornament of a horse is going to be holy to Hashem. Says the Gemara, my Metzilas Hasus, what does it mean? The ornament or the decoration of the horse is going to be holy to the Eibishter. So says the Gemara, answers the Gemara, Amr Yeshua Ben Levi has three opinions. The first opinion is, Yeshua Ben Levi says, Asar HaKadosh Baruch Hu lahisif al Yerushalayim. Hashem is going to add onto Yerushalayim, meaning Hashem is going to expand Yerushalayim, the territory of Yerushalayim, ad shasus ratz umeitzel, the shear that it takes for a horse to run from the beginning of the day until it starts getting shady, which is halfway through the day. Meaning the shear that it takes for a horse to run half a day, that's how big Yerushalayim is going to be extended when Mashiach comes. So Metzilas Hasus means the shade of a horse. What does it mean, the shade of a horse? The time that it takes for a horse to run until it gets shady, which that is until half a day. Hashem is going to expand Yerushalayim like that. Another opinion is Rabbi Lezer says, "Kol metzila shetayil nasus bein einav yeh kedush laHashem." Mashiach comes, then all the metzilas hasus, all the decorations of the horse, meaning all the ornaments, the golden things that we put on horse's nose and we put on horse to decorate him. Mashiach comes, then all these things we're going to take them off and we're going to donate them to the Beis HaMikdash. A third opinion is Rabbi Yochanan says, "Kol biza shebeis in Yisrael," any bounty, any money that the Jews are going to make from the wars that they're going to fight, ad shash asus ratzum atzah, until the time it takes for a horse to run until half a day, meaning until the money all the Jewish army is going to make until half day, is kedush laHashem, is going to be holy to the Eibishter. So there's three opinions what this pasuk means. The first opinion says that we're going to give, Hashem is going to expand the Shalayim until the time it takes for the distance it takes for horse to run until half a day. The second opinion is that we're going to take the ornaments of the horse and give them to Beis HaMikdash. The third opinion is that any money that the Jewish army makes until half day, they're going to give to Hashem. Says the Gemara, according to the opinions that say, meaning that says, Shakal Bizayin Shabazlu Yisrael, that the pasuk is speaking about any money the Jewish army makes, they're going to give to the Beis HaMikdash. So we understand the continuation of the pasuk, that the continuation of the pasuk says, for how you have Beis Hashem, it says when Mashiach comes that the donations that are going to come to the Beis HaMikdash are going to be so big that even the pans that they cook in the Beis HaMikdash are going to be made from gold and silver, just like the other kelim, just like the spoons are made from gold and silver. So too the pans, which usually are not made from gold and silver, made of copper, but the donations of the Beis HaMikdash are going to be so big that even all the pans in the Beis HaMikdash are going to be made of silver. So that's understood, because since it says that the pasuk speaking about the Jews, you're not going to give the Jewish army all the donations, that all the money the Jewish army makes until half day is going to go to Beis HaMikdash. So Beis HaMikdash is going to be extremely wealthy. But it's the other opinion, that the other two opinions that you say the pasuk is speaking about, the other two ways, either that the Jews are going to give the ornaments of the horses to Beis HaMikdash, or that Hashem is going to expand Yerushalayim. What is the connection between the first half of the pasuk, the second half of the pasuk? The first half of the pasuk is saying Hashem is going to expand Yerushalayim, and the second half of the pasuk is saying that the pans of the Beis HaMikdash are going to be made of gold and silver. What is the connection between both halves of the both psukim? Answers the Gemara, there's no connection. We're saying two different things. The Me'atre Yisrael, meaning the first half of the pasuk is saying that the Yidden are going to become rich, and the second half of the pasuk is saying either become rich or Hashem is going to make Yerushalayim bigger. And the second half of the pasuk is saying that there's going to be donations to the Beis HaMikdash, and they have no connection to each other. Ask the Gemara further. According to the opinion that says that the pasuk is speaking about that when Mashiach comes, the army is going to give all the bounty until half day to the Beis HaMikdash. So we understand what it says. We understand the continuation of the next pasuk that says, meaning that there's going to be no more business people. Kanani over means a business person for the Beis HaMikdash, meaning that the Beis HaMikdash is going to have so much money, they're not going to need anyone to collect money for the Beis HaMikdash. But if you say the pasuk speaking about that Hashem is going to make Yerushalayim bigger, what's the connection between the Hemshech of the pasuk that says that there's going to be no more gabayit stock, there's going to be no more people to collect money for the Beis HaMikdash? What's the connection between both half of the psukkah? Answers the Gemara. Rabbi answers, Ein kan oni. Kanani doesn't mean over here a business person. A Kanani means that the Jewish nation are going to be Ein. It stands for Ein kan oni. The Jewish nation are going to be called Kanani. That there's going to be no Ein kan oni. There's no poor person left in the Jewish nation. Says the Gemara, Kanani minalim dikri taga. How do you know Kanani means a business person, or Kanani means someone who's rich? Maybe Kanani means, maybe the pasuk means that when Mashiach comes, there's going to be no more Kanani. Maybe there's going to be no more nation Kanani. Answer the Gemara, because it says in the pasuk in Bereshis, it says, Vayad Sham Yehuda Bas Ish Kanani. It says Yehuda married the daughter of a Kanani. Says the Gemara, my Kanani. What does Kanani mean over here? Ilemo Kanani, Mamush. If it means that Yehuda married the daughter of a Kanani, someone who is a Kanani, can that make sense? After Avram is Yitzchak, does it make sense that Avram warned Yitzchak not to marry Kanani? And by Yitzchak Bezes Yaakov, Yitzchak warned Yaakov not to marry Kanani. The Yehuda Azab Nasir, and Yehuda went and married the Kanani. Doesn't make sense. Yehuda would defy the commandment that Avraham commanded Yitzchak, and Yitzchak commanded Yaakov. So what does it mean that Yehuda married the Kanani? It means Allah Amar B'Shim Malakish. The B'Shim Malakish says Bas Gavra Tagara. Yehuda married the Kanani. Kanani doesn't mean from the nation of Canaan. Kanani means the daughter of a businessman. How do we know that Canaan means the daughter of a businessman? Because it says in the Yeshaya, Canaan beyade meizne mirma, that Canaan, a businessman, has in his hand tools for business. Another pasuk that we see that Canaan means a businessman. It says in pasuk, it says in Yeshaya, Asher sechara shavim lekanaana nichbadei oretz. Says the business people of are officers and are powerful in business, the respected people of the land. Meaning, Canaan means business. Continues the Gemara and says, when it says Mashiach will come, we say this every single day in Aleinu. It says, V'haya Hashem l'malach hakol ha'aretz b'hayom yeh Hashem echad u'shmei echad. Mashiach comes, then his name, Mashiach, Hashem is going to be one, and his name is going to be one. Ask the Gemara the obvious question, you're telling me now that Mashiach isn't here yet, then Hashem isn't one? What does it mean when Mashiach comes, then Hashem is going to be one? And now he isn't one? He isn't unified? Amar Rav Chanina answers, this world is not like Olam Haba, or it's not like when Mashiach comes. Why? Because remember, nowadays, when it comes to good news, a person says, Omer Baruch HaTev Amet, if he makes a bracha, and thanks to Hashem for the good. But the Absuris Rais, when he has bad news, Omer Baruch Dain Ames, he says, Baruch Dain Ames. So we see there's two aspects of praising Hashem. A person praises Hashem in a good way. And when it comes to bad news, a person has a different relationship to Hashem. He doesn't see the goodness of Hashem. So he makes Dain Ames. Mashiach comes, Mashiach comes, our relationship to Hashem will be in a unified way, because we will only praise Hashem for the good that he does to us, because there's going to be no more bad news. Says the Gemara further, Ushmai Echad, it says he is going to be one, and his name is going to be one. My Echad, what does it mean that his name is going to be one? Ato Ha'idna Lav Shmei Echad, you're telling me now when Mashiach is in here, Hashem's name isn't one? What does it mean? Amar Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak, Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak says, now this world is not like the world to come. In this world, Nichtav b'Yud Kei, the way we write Hashem's name is Yud Kei Vav Kei. V'Nikra b'Alef Daleh. But the way we read it, we don't read it Yud Kei Vav Kei. We read it Adnai. Adeshem. But when Mashiach comes, we read it a different way than it's written. When Mashiach will come, Hashem's name is going to be one, which means Nikra b'Yud Kei Vav Kei v'Nichtav b'Yud Kei is going to be written Yud Kei Vav Kei, and we are also going to read it that way. Mar brings a story regarding this subject. Rava once was teaching this Medrash, and he thought to teach on the subject of Hashem's name. So one of the elders that were there told him, how can you teach about Hashem's name? It says, La'alim Ksiv. So it says when Moshe Rabbeinu, Hashem told Moshe to go to Egypt, he says, Zeshmi Le'elam, this is my name forever. This is my remembrance forever. So La'elam can mean forever, and La'elam, of course, we read La'alim. La'alim means to be concealed. So from here we learn to the elder, one of the elders told Rava, how can you teach about Hashem's name Yud Kei Vav Kei? He says Zashmi La'alim. La'alim means you should conceal my name, so don't teach it in public. So he didn't teach it in public. Rabbi Avina asked the question. It's a contradiction. It says Ksiv Zashmi La'elam. One hand it says this should be my name concealed, like we said before. La'elam doesn't mean forever. La'elam also means concealed. So it says Hashem's name should be concealed. And then the pasuk continues and says, and this is my remembrance forever. So the first half of the pasuk is saying to conceal Hashem's name, and the second half of the pasuk is saying that my remembrance should be known forever. How can my remembrance be known forever if we conceal his name? So Rav Avina answered, Amar Kadosh Baruch Hu, the Eibishter said, the way I'm written is not the way I am read. So the way I'm written is a concealed way. The way I'm written Yud Kei Vav Kei, and that's concealed. No one pronounces it that way. Nichtavani b'Yud Kei, the way I'm written is with Yud Kei. So that's Taka hidden. But Nikrani b'Alef Dal, I'm read with Adnai. So the way you read my name is the way my remembrance is fulfilled forever until Mashiach comes. And we're going to also read the name of Hashem Yudke Vavke, Hadun Allah, Elo Evrim. We finished the Perek of Elo Evrim, and we'll continue tomorrow with Hashem with a new Perek of Daf Nun on the bottom of Daf Nun Amud Aleph. Have a good night.